Hey, what's up guys? It's SirTagCR and today we're back again with the best graveyard cycle deck in Clash Royale right now. If you cycle Skeletons and Musketeer at the start of the game, a lot of times your opponent's going to think that you have 2.6 Hog Rider or a Balloon cycle deck. I can't tell you how many games I've won because my opponents fireballed or poisoned my Musketeer, and that would never happen with the Ice Wizard Graveyard Control. I've been enjoying this Graveyard Control deck compared to the original one with Ice Wizard more so because you're also able to win way more bridge battles with the Musketeer, and you have a faster cycle with the Skeletons, so you're never going to get your Bomb Tower outcycled by Hog Riders. So let's go jump straight into some games and assert some dominance with the new best Graveyard Control deck in Clash Royale. By using creator code SirTag in any Supercell game, I get a percentage of all money spent at no extra cost to you. It's allowed me to spend more resources and time than ever on the channel, so I really appreciate each and every single one of you guys that's been helping me out with creator code SirTag.
Alright guys, we got a game here. We're going to sauce out a good luck and we're going to see what's up. This guy is not dropping anything. He just goes in for a good luck like a cordial sir. And I hope he doesn't cycle anything until double elixir. He's going to go in for a zap. So the reason that we cycle our Skeletons is to debate our opponents. If they think that we've got a 2.9 or 2.6 cycle deck, those decks are terrible in double or triple elixir. So we want him to think that, so then he cycles nothing. Then we get to double or triple, and then we reveal our face down card of Graveyard, and he's not very happy then. So unfortunately, he just catapults into this game with a Miner, a Zap, and an Ice Wizard. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be a Balloon cycle deck, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know what this is anymore. With Zap, it's quite peculiar. Yeah, okay. I was correct. Feels good, man. We're going to have to eat that like a champ, and then I'm going to go in for Skeletons here. It looks like we could take a lot of damage if he zaps to reset, so we need to obliterate that Miner. I think it actually gets denied. Let's go.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
He is not a happy camper, let me tell you. So I'm going to wait for the Knight to cross the river, and then we go in for our Graveyard here. So the Knight's going to be the primary target, it looks like. Oh, actually, no! Target the Skeletons. Alright, that's unfortunate. We still get a lot of damage, so what am I complaining for, guys? Look at the Knight being a true sir, devouring the tower. Oh my gosh. So a lot of you are probably like, Jake, you don't have Tornado. How do you beat Balloon with just a Bomb Tower? The answer is the Bomb Tower placement is OP, as you guys saw, right? That Bomb Tower allowed both towers to target it, and even though he zapped to retarget the tower from the Balloon onto the Miner, it didn't matter. Even though he tried to zap it to slow it down and stop it from getting that last hit, we were still able to clutch up because he's not able to stop the second tower from crushing through. So, it's got Electro Dragon. If I saw Electro Dragon like this, you know what I would think? I would expect this deck to 110% be an Elixir Golem. So maybe that's why he's running it. I love the innovation, my dude. I gotta go in for a Baby Dragon here so it doesn't latch on and hit my Musketeer. I don't want to go for a Graveyard immediately. I want to wait for the best opportunity. Then when we go sauce out our Graveyard, I can go for a Poison as well. Make sure that the Ice Wizard dies. Unfortunately, he does kill our Musketeer with that Tornado, but when it's all said and done, doesn't matter. Probably not, guys. I can go in for a Bomb Tower on the right-hand side if he decides to go in that lane. I think that's what he's going to have to do. No, he just goes and cycles right into us again. We go for a really high Knight so the Electro Dragon latches onto that and it's not able to hit anything of value. We still have the Musketeer alive. He's forced to Tornado everything into the Electro Dragon and Ice Wizard to slow it down. But man, we got this game on lock, baby. With 6 seconds remaining, I can just drop a ridiculously high Bomb Tower. The Skeletons are going to swarm the tower, and that is a glorious feast, my dude. And he's very upset. He is not a happy camper. He does give us a good game, though, so I do respect that, man. Thank you. GG, well played, and I hope you get a better matchup in the future. Even though we've got Bomb Tower without Tornado, it's more than enough to counter every single Balloon deck. All right, guys, so we got a game against Eunice. He is a top ladder player, so we have to make sure we play our best in this match. It is going to be a tough one. Gotta just psych him out with the Skeletons. Hopefully, he thinks we're running 2.6 or 2.9, but you never know. He's going to go for a log. This guy is known for playing 2.9 or 2.6. He's a pretty good player, so I do not want to lose this game. He's going to fireball, so it looks like it's going to be 2.6 Hog Rider. 2.6. Ooh, I could leak right now, or I could just go in for a Graveyard, because I think it's going to be 2.6. I think it's best just to play aggressive here when I can. I'm going to go in for a Bomb Tower to go and pull that Hog Rider. Make sure he doesn't get any damage on us. And we're going to be up damage on the tower. Let's go. The Skeletons are giving us some love. So the one thing that you have to worry about in this matchup is he going to pre-log the Skeletons? He's good enough to do that. So he's not going to. We're going to go for skeletons on the left. We do not have tornado, so that hog rider is going to get a ton of damage. He's not going to log the skeletons because he thinks that we could potentially go in for tornado, but we don't. We don't have it in the deck. I'm going to go for a graveyard since I still have the knight alive. Might as well make do with what I can. And we should be able to get back to a bomb tower for his second cycle of hog rider. We're back to it now. I could poison that, but I think it's just better to wait a little bit, see if he goes in for a hog. I don't want to go and catapult elixir when he could outcycle me again. But go for a musketeer here, and I want to go for a baby dragon. Let's make sure that we shut that down. I thought we were going to keep our musketeer alive, to be honest, so that baby dragon was a bit of a waste. We're a bit of a sad panda. That was an oopsie. That was an oopsie, guys. We can still go for a bomb tower here, and I think that we'll be able to beat him with even that slight misplay of going in for the baby dragon. We're 100% chilling. We're in the damage lead, as you guys can see. He did outcycle our bomb tower right now, though, because he has a quicker cycle than us. We need to cycle our skeletons pretty early so we can get back to it. So you guys are going to notice me not cycling my graveyard here. I'm going to cycle my knight first. I'm going to go for my skeletons on the left. So then he logs it to try to break through. I can bar barrel here, and I can go in for a musketeer, and then I'm back to my bomb tower. So he's not going to go in for a hog rider because he knows that. He's a really good player. He's a top 200 player. He doesn't mess around. So for that reason, we're going to try to apply some aggression so he can't go in for a hog. When we're a low amount of elixir, he's going to want to. But if he does, he's going to lose his entire tower. So we'll be able to defend with skeletons. He's not able to just make the same luxury of trying to defend with skeletons against graveyard. It doesn't work like that. I'm going to go for bomb tower on defense here. His hog rider is not going to be able to break through no matter what he does. I'm really against cycling my musketeer in the back in this matchup because it's just free fireball value. He doesn't necessarily want to go in for a fireball on top of the knight here ever. So go for a musketeer in the opposite lane. If he goes in for a hog, we're chilling still. I can go in for a knight. I can go in for a baby dragon. He's going to probably go in for an ice golem to body block this from crossing the river. Oh, he didn't do it. He's a really good player. I kind of expected him to do that. I'm going to go bar barrel to keep my musketeer alive in case he wanted to go for a hog. He didn't. So he used the log on the right-hand side, so I knew if I kept that musketeer alive, I wouldn't have even needed to go for a bomb tower. So I can just go and cycle my knight again on the right. It's no fireball value. Keeping my bomb tower in cycle. I can just go in for a high bomb tower and go in for a baby dragon. We're going to be able to shut down that hog rider. I believe it only gets one hit if he fireballs, and that's not too bad. Oh, it doesn't even get a hit if he fireballs. What do you know? The more you know, guys. You think your opponent's going to get a hit, and they don't. The unfortunate thing about 2.6 is it's so bad right now with cannon against any type of defense against graveyard. It just doesn't work. You need baby dragons to die really quickly, and the baby dragon doesn't die unless you drop a musketeer. And for that reason, these graveyards are way too strong. He has to drop musketeers, and if he does that, it's too much elixir, and it doesn't feel good for him. So I can just destroy his musketeer with my baby dragon, my own musketeer, win the battle at the river. He's not able to fireball everything because it's too spaced out. We can go for a graveyard. We need one baby dragon Belch of Justice, and we walk away with a W with this poison then. Just one baby dragon Belch of Justice or some little Larry Love, and we'll win the game right then and there. As you guys saw, the only thing that we had to do was keep up with this card cycle. It's consistently going for skeletons and knight in the back, opposed to going and cycling our musketeers, and we were able to win the game because of that. Eunice is a really good player. Honestly, he is probably a better player than me. He has consistently been at the top of the world, and I'm very glad to win that game. GG and well played, dude. Let's keep up the streak, and let's keep winning. We're not losing with this deck, and we're getting a lot of really good matchups. I have to show his profile because I know a lot of you guys won't believe me. I just will show it real quick. Here's Eunice with his 2.6. As you guys can see, 115 in the world, and look at all of those tournament finishes. If I can beat a 2.6 player like this, you guys can beat any 2.6 player that you guys play against on ladder. This graveyard deck hard counters it. So this guy's gonna go for an ice spirit, not a tennis ball, not a heal spirit, an ice spirit. So we're definitely gonna go for a bar barrel off to the side, simply because everyone goes and drops their goblin barrel there because they don't want the king tower to be activated by a tornado. I'm gonna go for knight and cycle that in the back against any regular ice spirit control goblin barrel deck. You want to make sure that you go and punish them in single elixir if they cycle their goblin gang, if you're up enough elixir to do that. You don't have to poison then, because that's really the only card, or the only bait card, that you're going to have to worry about. I'm just going to try to keep up with his card cycle so he can't outcycle and get a goblin barrel on our tower here. We want to go in for, oh wow, he's going to go cycle his goblin gang. Yeah, I think this is going to be prime time for us. If we can get a knight down, this would be great. Really want to get a knight down here. You can go for a musketeer, a knight, and then graveyard. That would be ideal. Because his goblin gang is going to be out of cycle for a couple more cards. He could just straight up rocket me. I think it's better to eat that and just take his tower. I think this is 100% better to eat that and do way more damage to him. So the knight musketeer probably wins that interaction. and then he's forcing him to log. Okay, we don't take his tower. He played that really well on defense. I thought that we were going to get a much better interaction than we did, but we still come out net positive. That was well played, man. We should have taken the tower there, but that log was really well timed. He hit all of the skeletons. This guy is a good player. We can cycle our baby dragon in the back. If he rockets it, it's a bad trade in single elixir right now, because we would have up too much elixir, and we could go in for a graveyard on him again pretty soon afterward. He's not going to do that when he's down. When he's down elixir, he's not going to fall for the trap card there. We can go for a musketeer. It's going to snipe the princess because it's on the inside corner. That's going to be outside corner, so we're going to go for our bard barrel on top of the goblin barrel, the barrel on barrel action. This guy's playing really well, by the way. I'm impressed. Like, the Inferno Tower placement is clean too. The musketeer locks onto it, and the tower also is in position. So he has his princess tower focusing down our musketeer as well. So this is a good graveyard matchup. Like, usually I just stomp on these people because they cycle their goblin gang once and then they lose. But this guy has just been very impressive. I think we just want to consistently go in for our musketeers in the middle. And notice what I'm doing. I'm going to cycle it on the left-hand side, and it's going to go towards the tower that we want. I can't go for a graveyard immediately because I won't have elixir for the poison. I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to win the battle at the river. I'm going to destroy the knight. Then I'm going to go in for my graveyard. We also have a really fast cycle, so I can cycle back to a bard barrel for the goblin barrel, and I'm not going to potentially lose my entire tower to that. So he tried to stop us with a knight at the river, expecting us to graveyard, and that was also another really high IQ play, but it didn't work out for him because we didn't go in for the graveyard at that exact moment. You have to make those type of predictions when you're playing log bait. If you guys are frustrated playing against log bait decks, even against really good players like this guy, you guys are seeing how much value that we get. And he's consistently cycling his princess there, so then we don't get too much value with poisons behind the tower that we want to hit. So he's playing this really well. He's going to go for a rocket. We're just going to go for a preemptive poison because we know that he's forced to drop Goblin Gang in this matchup every time on defense. And we can go and snipe the princess again with another musketeer. You guys can see how we rinse and repeat this transaction. Every single time he goes in for the princess there, we're able to snipe it with the musketeer. Musketeer's a broken card. And then we can just go for a bard barrel, and then we can poison him to finish off the game. So really good player, but as you guys can see, we hard counter log bait, and this is just why you want to play this deck. You counter so many of the classic decks.
That wasn't fair.
GG and well played, man. It was a pleasure playing against you and asserting dominance. Good luck in the rest of your grand challenge. This guy's going to go musketeer in the back. We're going to go and start our musketeer same lane, and we're going to see what's up. When we see muskie, it's probably going to be a 2.6 or graveyard deck. For the most part, that's what it's going to be. It could be balloon, but most of the times they don't run that anymore. Okay, he's got mini P.E.K.K.A. Ooh, it could be Mega Knight with wall breakers. I don't want to cycle anything else right now. Yep, okay, that's exactly what it is. For that reason, we don't cycle our cards. I'm going to go for skeletons. It's going to go jump for joy, and then we can go baby dragon. I think that we're okay here. I don't know if I have to spend more elixir. No, I do. I would have had to spend elixir to deny that. I'm not going to. There's only one jump, and it wasn't a second hit, so it's fine. All right. So how are we going to play this now? Wall breakers actually get hit. Let's bar barrel them. The last one does not get a hit because we bar barreled that, and we get the full extent of the bar barrel for that reason. Tower's able to finish off the last straggler. Oh, it would have been so nice to musketeer and clip that and then still go in the lane that we want. I think the way that we want to play this is just muskie here and separate it from the knight so he can't get absurd Mega Knight value. And I can just poison here to kill his musketeer. That's what we're hoping for. That's all I want. I don't have my knight in cycle for his Mega Knight, and I don't want to give him an opportunity to go for Mega Knight. I'd rather just go for skeletons on defense here against his mini P.E.K.K.A. If he goes in for a zap, then I'll just bar barrel. He will get a hit, but it's fine because he got so much damage on the other side. As long as he doesn't get 2 hits, it's going to be around even damage. So we're still chilling. It looks like we're in a bad spot, right, guys? But honestly, we're not. As long as you're in a situation where you get to double elixir against a Mega Knight player, they can't defend the graveyard. Never can they defend the graveyard. So I'm just trying to survive. I'm not trying to thrive until double elixir, guys. So I'm going to go in for our knight in the back here. I can poison that if I want to, so then he doesn't have anything with the Mega Knight. This is going to be clean. Musketeer is going to die. I can keep our musketeer alive with the knight, and we can go in for a bar barrel if we need to. Yeah, I think that's the wave, and then we just go in for another bomb tower here. Make sure that the Mega Knight jumps for joy. I'm going to go for a knight so everything gets pulled. Ooh, that one little Gary the Goblin almost gave him value, but not quite. As long as the Mega Knight doesn't jump on our musketeer, we're chilling. So overall, really good for us. He's going to have minions and goblins, so he's going to have 2 pretty good answers to our graveyard. So we're never really going to graveyard unless we can guarantee counter push value. So what I want to do here is just keep that inside the poison. go in for our bomb tower. So then we're going to be able to distract the Mega Knight, distract the wall breakers, and finish off the miner. So this is really good. This is the situation that we were looking for. And then we graveyard. When we have a huge counter push and we can afford a poison, and anything that he drops goes immediately into the bomb tower. So this is how you play this matchup. You don't play really aggressively unless you can guarantee value with the counter push. And you generally want to go same lane so you can get the counter push value. So we're going to go for skeletons. We're going to go bar barrel. And I think I need to go in for a knight here. Ooh, one of them connected. Wow. Well played. I did not expect that to happen at all. I can't graveyard because he's just going to be able to drop a mini pack and then minions, and I won't be able to poison, and then the counter push would take our tower. So it looks like we're in a pretty bad spot, but we can still come back, guys. It's not over till it's over. I'm going to go for skeletons here. Maybe he zaps. Does not do it. Sometimes they do. All right, we're just going to win the battle at the river, and if we do that, we should get a really nice counter push then. So he's going to go in for a miner. That's completely fine. I'm going to go and cycle another musketeer here. I want to win the battle at the river, as I said before. That's what we do here. And we can go in for our graveyard. So we should be able to kill his musketeer. We have double musketeers. We don't even have like a 3 musketeer deck, and we have 2 musketeers on the map. And this is how you win the game, guys. You play patient. Even when you're down and you feel like you're out of the game, it's not over till it's over. GG, well played, and peace out, brother. He didn't go for wall breakers, so we didn't even need to go in for the bomb tower until the last second. Pleasure playing against you, and good luck in the rest of your grand challenge, my dude. This guy's going to go for bats and bar barrel to kick open this game, so you already know he's a feisty fellow. What is he going to do? So he drops 4 elixir. We drop 5, so we're down 1 right now. But we'll get it back because he's going to have to respond to this baby dragon. Oh, the baby dragon's going to give him some love on the tower too? That's what I'm talking about, guys. The bats are going to be out of cycle for 1 more card here. It's back to them now. Cycles the heal spirit and the cannon cart. And I don't think I can go in for our graveyard because he's back to bats. Looks like it's going to be the minion horde variation with miner. I don't know. I think that's what it's going to be. That's going to be the matchup. I just want to play defensive, and I want to win the battle at the river, making sure that the cannon cart does not lock onto the musketeer, so that he still has to spend elixir on the muskie for the most part. All right, this is clean. He's going to go drop bats, and then he's going to go in for a miner and goblin gang. So the knight's going to be in front still because he didn't drop the miner in the back. So we're in a really good spot. His goblin gang is out of cycle. Same thing with the bats. So usually I say never graveyard until double elixir, but when they cycle their bats and their goblin gang, what other bait card is he going to have to drop on us? Absolutely nothing. He's got cannon card and bar barrel, so he doesn't have bait cards. He has to cycle back to the bats, and for that reason, we're able to get so much value. I don't even feel like I need to go in for a poison there. I do, however, need to go in for a bar barrel. Otherwise, the heal spirit connects to our tower. We don't want that tennis ball bouncing all over our tower today. And I think he's probably going to have no real big damage. He's just going to have to go in for like minor heal spirit and try to get a minion horde on our tower. I think that's how he's going to try to play this game. Or the cannon cart to connect. So I'm going to try to not give him anything to jump the tennis ball on. Go for a knight here. Maybe he'll try to predict it and try to like think that I'm going to go for a graveyard and stop it from crossing the river. He doesn't. All right. I was hoping that we would get that. Yeah, notice how I didn't go for the graveyard because we knew he still had bait cards. Knew he had the minion horde. I said that earlier, and I did not falter. Not go for that graveyard. Did not overcommit because that minion horde would have punished me big time. He could have went in for a minion horde miner, and I would have gotten wrecked. So you might go for a miner in the opposite lane. If he does that, we'll just go for a barb barrel on top of the heal spirit, and we will finish everything else off. We'll just eat the miner because it doesn't matter too much, and we can get some spicy poison value on top of the cannon cart, and it's also area denial. He can't go for bait cards right on top of the tower because it just gets clipped by the poison. So we're in a really good spot, guys. As long as I don't overcommit, we win this game. If he goes minion horde, we're able to kite to the opposite lane with the skeletons. Oh, wow. Dropped it right down the middle. That's even better for me. So he's going to try to get a cannon cart here. That's fine. We're just not cycling our knight until we know that the cannon cart's out of cycle. As the surefire way of losing the game, you cycle your knight and your opponent either goes cannon cart or mini P.E.K.K.A, depending on what they have. And he's got fireball, so he's actually going to miss one of the muskies. That's clean. We can go in for a graveyard and we can go for a poison. We can walk away with a W because he's forced to drop bait cards on it because that's the only thing that he has to counter the graveyard. If you know that your opponent's going to be dropping a bait card, you can just go in for a naked graveyard, go in for the poison, and collect a W. GG, well played, and peace out, brother.